had stopped for about the last hour and has just begun once again as we'll get underway. Ball tried to be played up ahead to Arneson near side. Arneson going up against Taka Fujita. Ball crossed in, missed touch that time, in and turn, strike, and deflected away by Vukovic. 1 year at Georgia State, 1 year at St. John's, 2 years at FAU, and now his final year is at ODU. As a foul gets called inside the 18. Alex Sterngard does so well, reigning Sun Belt Conference Player of the Week. Sterngard chips it in, Vukovic far side. And that's a set play for Marshall where Vukovic triggers Dos Santos can't possess. Now ball played up ahead as ODU tried to go on the attack. There was Ennen right there and he parts. Now ODU plays it towards the top of the 18. Right foot cross comes in. There's Janic off his line. As he slid on this artificial turf in the rain that I swear he went 15 yards. It was like a slip and slide. Yes. It looked like a lot of fun. Sordo cuts inside. Sordo creative ball handling now. Plays it outside Panholzer. Panholzer cross in and deflected away by Statham. For Panholzer, now ODU on the counter. There's Eberle with it. Eberle dribbling towards the top of the 18. Marshall trying to go against him, and Fujita just sends it across.
Change to let Pinto get back in the ball game.
ODU trying to go the other direction. Tripped up and ball taken away. And the official's going to call a foul just outside the 18. The ODU bench just exploded off to have a conversation with our near side official.
To wait until it comes off. But you have to remember he is out there in case the ball does get cleared, that he can immediately come back in.
Arneson approaches, strikes, and just north of the net.
And that's what we're talking about there. It's so hard.
New seats, or additional seats, excuse me, here at the Veterans Memorial Soccer Complex. Ball outside nine for Key White again. White will cross. Players get tripped up inside the box, and that's going to be awarded a PK. Hai Pinto. Mondier versus Janic. Mondier approaches, takes the shot, and Janic with the save! A diving save from...
3.
So we stay level at zeros. A huge save for Alexa Janic in the waning minutes of the first 45. Keeps us even. ODU with the most opportunities thus far. 5 shots, 1 on goal. No, 1 shot, none on goal. Tournament or Sun Belt Conference tournament. Or if it was the regular season. Nonetheless, it was the Sun Belt tournament. Eberle goes down, but the official says play on. Arneson near side against Gadar. Arneson trying to get some space, can't do so. Hurd just trying to find a gap to take a shot. Sordo near side Silva. Silva chips in and right into the chest that time.
4-2. With the 4 at the midfield for defense.
Sordo plays it down the far side for Simone. Pablo Simone streaking towards the 18. Simone crosses right there with the left foot is Lineker Rodriguez dos Santos. The one touch, and Rodriguez dos Santos, second game in a row with a goal. His 4th of the year off a beautiful cross from Pablo Simone.
And it all started because of that push up the right side. Take it all the way down to the end line, turn it back across the 6, and the one-timer ends in the net. Beautiful piece there by Marshall.
Great ball movement as well. Give some credit to Amin Sordo on the touch down the far side to get Simone into open space. Just a really, really smart effort that time by Marshall.
Again, it goes back to the side of everything in soccer you talk about. It works from the outside in. Marshall uses
the 18, couple step overs, gets around a defender, leaves it off for Okiyoshi, top of the 18. Left foot shot from Okiyoshi goes just wide. So you can see now as Ryan Holmes all the way up near side. Silva, one touch, keeps possession. Silva loves going to that right foot if he can. He's gonna go to the left now, crosses and turned away.
Set down and be competitive like a Marshall, like a James Madison, like a team that you see so many times.
Micah Whalen crosses fully as the first time. Key White, and if you're Key White, you probably want to keep anybody off of your left shoulder. Ball played into the 18, deflected around, and Fujita clears.
Talking to from the official.
Andrew Bennett will take the free kick now for ODU. Chips it in, looking for a foot. Ball bouncing around inside the 18 and finally cleared away by Okiyoshi. Simone up ahead, Silva. Back to Simone, back to Silva. Little two-man game. Ball bouncing for Silva. Silva crosses in, looking, and deflected and out onto the playground beyond the goal. On purpose before a match, I got to ask if Ryan Holmes does the same thing. Ball played up ahead. Key White near side. White's got to run in towards the 18. White strikes and scores! Key White with the equalizer. He scores it with 15:59 to go, and the hometown kid has his second goal of the year. And ODU ties it up at 1.
What a run up the near sideline, bends it to the 18 and then attacks the corner of the 6 and just drives it into the left corner to beat the goalie.
So Janic, who had a big save earlier, was not able to save that one. Just the first shot on goal of the second half for ODU, and Key White puts it in.
I think Janic expected him to try to come right at him, and it looked like as he started to move, lost his footing.
Marshall's got a player down. That's Apollinario. Bouncing around. ODU's coaching staff very animated near side. Ball in the air. There's Eberle off his head. Still possessing. There's Acton. And ODU's going to press this Marshall back line. Turned over. There's Arneson. Arneson strike and just tipped over the crossbar by Alexa. Marshall just trying to find some open area here. Pinholes are on the back heel to Simone. Simone inside the 18. Pablo Simone plays it into Dos Santos. Dos Santos on the doorstep at the top of the 6. Sends it over the crossbar. And they're going to say it went off of ODU, and it'll be a corner.
It's one of the most difficult shots in soccer when you're standing in front of the goal.
To have Okiyoshi move the flag onto the corner. Okiyoshi chips it in, far post. There's Vukovic with the header, no good. But the right foot touch from Marco Silva finds the net. Marco Silva off the corner kick gives Marshall the lead again at 2-1. And the Thundering Herd leads with 5:20 to go.
And it all starts with a 6'4" Vukovic on the back post. That's their initial aim. They take the aim, put it up high. He goes to get it. And then as it comes off the mitts of Stratham, then it's just a loose ball right there, and Silva with the touch.
I think we're going to have this looked at potentially. So Vukovic gets the head on it, deflected away by Statham, but it's right there along the goal line. And then Silva puts the foot high in the air. You take a look at it. We may have this looked at again. So there's Vukovic high in the air, saved, and then Silva high in the air himself and gets the foot towards the net. I don't think his foot ever made contact with the keeper.
That's the question, is if we can see that one more time, because that's the thing, is that they're looking at it was their contact.
I don't know if they're looking at anything yet.
Yes.
We haven't seen that yet. And now they will. So our official's going to take a look at it on review. He made contact with the down. The ODU defending player, and instead ODU plays it all the way to the 18. Key White towards the inline. White tries to cross, deflected and out by Tio Gadar. Ball played back into the 18. Bennett again. A little bit of a bicycle that time from ODU, and it goes just wide. Vukovic pumping up the crowd at the top of the 6-yard box with 90 seconds to go.
And we've talked about so much of what.
And is going to go across the end line. That's going to do it as the final 5 seconds tick off. Marshall picks up a 2-1 win over ODU. Again, the second straight match. Marshall gets tested at home, but answers the call.
And that's the most important thing of a program, is when you get